From inside Lone Depot Park in Miami, Florida, interleague baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Houston Astros taking on the Miami Marlins. Today, all eyes are on the mound as we've got a pitcher who's been absolutely on fire lately. In fact, in his recent outings, he's been nearly untouchable, Singy.
Oh, you're not kidding, Boog. Opponents have looked lost against this guy, and the way he's pitching, it doesn't look like he's slowing down anytime soon.
And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. Just about set to go now. And on the hill in this one, Colby Fowler. And Singy, it's unique these days, but he's more of a pitch-to-contact type of guy.
Yeah, Boogie, he doesn't rely too heavily on the strikeout. He knows he needs to miss barrels, get some soft contact, let the defense do work behind him.
Acuna, there's one. Back to first, and that is a double play.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Here's the catcher to hit, Yainer Diaz. This is a guy who is very highly regarded defensively. Fun to watch him control stuff behind the plate. Good game caller, good at framing, but it's that big arm that really stands out. There's one. Out. How about that double play?
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Two outs, nobody on. Now, Isaac Paredes. No score here in the second. Popped up. Win. Drops into the glove. And that is that. 1, 2, 3 go the Astros. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. And we're back. We head to the bottom of the second. Here's the cleanup hitter for Miami, Mason Wynn. McCullers back to work. That pitch gets the corner. It's 0-1. Wynn matched a homer in his last game. And now it's even up.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
In the air, right field. Nootbaar pulls it down and he makes the catch. And there's one away.
Batting fifth, first baseman, Jonah.
Jeremy Pena up next for the Astros. The pitch. On the ground, could be 2. Off balance speed, there's 1. To first, not in time. Great effort there. Chas McCormick up next for the Astros.
Chas McCormick.
On the ground left side, 6, 4, 3. It's a double play. And that'll do it for the inning. Nothing doing here this half. We head down to the home half of inning number 3. We're tied. Next to hit, Mason Wynn. Yeah, don't need much damage here, just a base hit. Likely will score 2. He was late there, strike 1.
It was a good changeup to hit up in the zone. I don't think he recognized it. I'm sure he'd love to have that one back.
Up the middle, dives, and he can't hang on. In to score from third. It's an RBI single, and they take a 2-run lead. So, runner at second, 2 down. Christian Walker up next for the Astros. In plenty of time to first. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. They get 2 and draw even again. To the bottom of the 6th we go. 4, 5, 6 coming up. We are tied 2-2. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. And a breaking ball misses outside. Activity in the Houston bullpen. Miguel Castro getting ready to go. King, the lefty, warming up as well. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
So after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Off the mark there, and it's 2-1. There's a strike.
Tonight, his slider has been really impressive. I mean, tight spin. Seems like the hitters aren't picking it up out of the hand.
Fly ball down the line. Nootbaar moves under it. And there's one down. And here is Mason Wynn.
Shortstop,
This guy, a
Wynn.
player that, if he gets on base, has the ability to really be aggressive getting around the base paths.
Swings through that one for strike one.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
This one in the air. Altuve makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. So they go. And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Houston Astros taking on the Miami Marlins. We get a chance to watch one of the hottest bats in the game. He's been huge for his team, Singy.
Yeah, just impressive contact and seems to find every gap available, Boog. I can't wait to see him in action in this one. Practically unstoppable as of late.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. All right, first pitch coming up. And on the mound in this one, Ryan Weathers. But, Chris, he hasn't exactly been stellar here on his home mound.
Well, I'll say this. Every player wants to perform well at their home ballpark, in front of their fans, in front of the city. And you know this guy no different. He wants to be more effective here. So, you look at the numbers. They haven't been great at home. I'm sure he wants to turn that around, and we'll see if he's able to start that in this one.
Hit on the ground to short. Handles, throws to first, and they get Altuve for the out.
Batting second, right fielder, Lars
One
Nootbaar.
down. Digging in, Lars Nootbaar. Out to short, Wynn. Now a jump throw. He is safe, and that was bang, bang at first.
The effort was there with the jump throw. You gotta love it, but it just wasn't in time. Still a really impressive play just to get to that ball and make it close at first. And not every shortstop can even make that play.
So 1 out, nobody on. And at the plate for Miami, Mason Wynn. Wisniewski, 27 years old, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. Just missed.
Outside.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air, and that'll fall for a base hit. Runner on at first with 1 gone. And here's the first baseman, Jonah Bride. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play.
He was a little out front, but did a good job keeping the hands back long enough to foul that pitch off.
The 1-2.
2-2 to count.
In the dirt, but kept close. Two now. Way outside, and it gets away. No advance, though. Back to work, 3-2 now. And a swing and a miss. 2 gone now.
Well, it can be so tough as a hitter to pull yourself out of an extended slump, one that lasts for several games, even a week or more. No, right now, he's really in one, so I'm sure his mind is all over the place, racing, having a hard time sleeping, trying to figure out what can get him back on track, back to feeling more comfortable and settled in the box.
Wisniewski checks on first. Runner on the move, and a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. That's out number 3. But 2 runs for them, and they jump ahead. Second inning coming up here in South Florida. It's the Marlins 2 and the Astros nothing. Back here at Lone Depot Park. Second inning set to go. Now the third baseman, Isaac Paredes.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope.
Fires over to first, and quickly 1 away in the second.
Batting 6th, shortstop Jeremy Pena.
Next to hit,
Now
Lars
batting,
Nootbaar.
right fielder Lars Nootbaar.
On the ground to first. Could be 2. Here's Wynn for 1. Return throw to first. Got him. Double play. And that'll do it. 1 error in the inning, but nothing more. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Marlins 2 and the Astros nothing. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Shortstop Mason Wynn.
Wisniewski back to work.
Hey, way to try.
Base knock center field. And the leadoff man aboard. Jonah Bride, the next to hit. 2-2 now. Flails at that one. It's a strikeout.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
And now the right fielder, Griffin Conine. Runner takes off. Pitch misses. Throw. Save. Siggy, he definitely showed off the wheels there.
Yeah, and it turned out to be a bang-bang play. StatCast gives us the data, and that stolen base wasn't possible without that sprint speed.
Moved to second, and he's back in safely. Win the runner at second with one away. And that drops in for a strike. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, that at bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-piece strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there. At least to foul something off, extend that at bat.
Now here's the Marlins DH, Alec Burleson. Outside low, and it's 2-1. To the right side, and that one handled, and that's the inning. One left for Miami as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Base is empty with 2 away. Mason wins the next up for the Marlins. He's 2 for 2. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. That one finds the zone, and it's 0-1.
Well, this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
2 outs. Foul ball, still 0-2.
Well, you got to give him credit out there on the mound. This outing started off a little shaky, but he's found a way to settle in and turn this into a pretty good start. Kind of shows you a lot about his mental makeup as a pitcher.
Nootbaar grabs it on the run.
With this win here today, you've won the first 2 games of this 3-game series, so you would think the work is done, but when you're at home, I don't believe so. You got to come back with a mindset for Game 3 that you want to win it, and you're going to go out and do everything that it takes. You win like that at home, you position yourself for good things down the stretch.
And your final score here today, 2-1. They hang on to win it by a run. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us. Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. MLB The Show has interleague action for you this afternoon. It's the Houston Astros taking on the Miami Marlins. Well, Singy, as we come into this one, it's all about the sweep.
Yeah, and anytime there's a chance for the brooms to come out, the pressure is definitely on. We'll see if they can find a way to salvage at least one in this series.
First pitch coming at you right after the break. First pitch moments away. And towing the slab in this one, Valente Beozo. And Singy, it's unique these days, but he's more of a pitch to contact type of guy.
Yeah, Boogie, he doesn't rely too heavily on the strikeout. He knows he needs to miss barrels, get some soft contact, let the defense do work behind him. And I think a guy like that can keep a good tempo, don't give hitters time to adjust or think. They can move through a ball game, and you look up, they're in line for a quality start. We'll see what he's got in this one.
Mason Wynn stands in here. Tried to hold back his swing there, but went around. Two outs. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
Well, pretty clear to me. He was trying to go deep right there, but you got to get a pitch that you can handle.
That's out to center field. Dubon has a beat on it and makes the grab. And the inning is over. Marlins leave one. Scoreless after one. Lars Nootbaar up next for the Astros.
Nootbaar.
Two on, one out. Swing and a ground ball up the middle, and it finds its way through for a hit. In comes the run from third, and it's an RBI single,
Now
and it's a one-run
fielder,
game.
Jordan
Big time at bat right there. Comes through, and they're back within a run. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So
Now
nice
batting,
job to use that big
shortstop,
hole and get himself a hit.
Mason Wynn.
One down, runner at first. Mason Wynn, the next up for the Marlins. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. Right through there for a strike. The pitch. And there's a foul ball. Sanchez, the base runner at first with one out. Swing and a base hit. Dubon with a quick throw back in. And that forces the runner to hold on at second. Two on with one away.
Well, as hot hitting continues, he's been getting great results lately. That's about as textbook as it gets. Got his stride and load out of the way early. He stayed inside that ball and squared it up out front. Man, that was like he was in the cage hitting off a tee.
The designated hitter,
At the plate, Chas McCormick. Double play ball to second. Here's Wynn for one. Safe at first. They won't get them both, and the runner comes in from third. Go ahead run on base. Now the left fielder, Jordan Alvarez. Still only one out here in the inning. Here comes the pitch. Runner breaks for second. Strike in there. Safe at second with a stolen base. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Shortstop, Mason Wynn.
Garcia back to work. Fouled off. He was late.
You know, these Marlins, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. Just look at how the ball's coming off their bats, and tell me it's fun playing defense at this level. They've got 7 hits at 90+ miles per hour exit velocity, so you got to look alive out there.
Paredes fires over to first. And the leadoff man set down in their half of the fifth. Back here in Miami, Jose Altuve up to hit here.
Jose Altuve.
Up the middle, Win. And they get Altuve for the out.
Now batting, right fielder, Lars Nootbaar.
Now here's the cleanup hitter for Miami, Mason Wynn. 1 for 3. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike one.
I guess you throw it that hard, you can get away with locations like that right down the middle. But I still think it's a dangerous pitch. Don't want to do it again.
Swings, and this one's flared. And it falls. Coming home. He'll score. It's an RBI single, and now they trail by 1.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Just a simple, soft liner in the center field for the knock right there. Maybe a little bit fooled by the pitch, but he did a good job of staying through it, and that allowed him to fight it off and just get enough behind him. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
And now the first baseman, Jonah Bride. The 1-1. Runner takes off. The other way. Fair ball. Lead runner around second. Headed for the plate. He'll score easily. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
All set for the start of the inning. And stepping in for the Astros, Jeremy Pena. Ground ball up the middle. Throws to first in time. Leadoff man is out here in the 8th.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Chas McCormick.
Mason Wynn
Leading off
getting
for
ready
the
to hit.
Marlins, shortstop, Mason Wynn.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
Yeah, big swing and a miss.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Breaking ball inside. And that's ball 1.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
This one popped up. Altuve brings it in, and there's one away. That's a big first out right there, and that changes things.
Yeah, you can kind of see how just the whole... Well, you take a tie ball game into the 9th on the road, you know that you've got some work to do. You got to score, but then you've also got to get 3 outs in the bottom half of that inning. They did just that today.
And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. The show brings you a matchup of division rivals. It's the Miami Marlins going up against the Atlanta Braves. Today, all eyes are on the mound as we've got a pitcher who's been absolutely on fire lately. In fact, in his recent outings, he's been nearly untouchable, Singy.
Oh, you're not kidding, Boog. Opponents have looked lost against this guy, and the way he's pitching, it doesn't look like he's slowing down anytime soon.
First pitch coming your way next. Just about ready to roll. And our pitcher in this game, Spencer Strider. Chris, he's got the ability to take control of a game when he's out there.
Well, incredible mound presence, and he's going to attack hitters. Look at that strikeout per 9 ratio over 10.
On to first.
He's out.
One gone, bottom half of the first.
Batting third, right fielder, Ronald Acuna Jr.
So 2 aboard and 2 out, scoreless game. Here's the third baseman, Austin Riley. On the ground, out to short. And that is that. 2 left for Atlanta. We played an inning. No score. Back at Truist Park. And now the shortstop, Mason Wynn. He's already set a new career best for stolen bases in a season, Chris. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Strider's a guy known for his velocity. He can bring it, but that wasn't always the case. Coming back from an injury in college, Strider was throwing 94 to 96 miles per hour, Boog, when the Braves drafted him. Now he lights up the radar gun with triple-digit speeds.
Fastball for a strike.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
Into center field. That'll fall for a hit. Just kind of sliced that one into center.
Really nice job, a 2-strike hit and that at bat. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch you could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
And now for the Marlins, Jonah Bride.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Here goes the runner. Called strike 3. Throw to second. He's safe.
Batting sixth, right fielder, Griffin.
Chris, his wheels were the difference maker on that play. Just got in there.
Yeah, with StatCast's help, we see his top speed on this stolen base, and that's a big number. I mean, man, he really made his athleticism work for him on that one. Well, the best way to shake off yesterday's struggles is to get on the board early. They've got a guy in scoring position. They've got to find a way here to get him in.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
That's a pretty nasty pitch right there. I call it a power curveball in the 80s. It's got so much spin on it, and you really don't have a lot of time to sit back and watch what it's going to do before you have to commit. It was a good one for the swinging strikeout.
Win at second with 2 down. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
Just missed.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
2-2.
Swing and a miss. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. Marcell Ozuna coming up to hit. Right-hander kicks, deals. Swing and a chopper out to short. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. One out, base is empty. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Mason Wynn. to third. Can't glove it cleanly. Gets off a throw, and they get the out. Good recovery. Wasn't easy following the misplay.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Shortstop, Mason
So runner
Wynn.
at second, 2 down. And up next for Miami, Mason Wynn. Swings through that one. 0-1.
0-1.
And that drops in for a strike.
That front door slider is such a devastating pitch. You don't want to get beat by the inside fastball, so you cheat a little bit, and then by the time it gets there, it's out of the swing plane.
And ball 1.
Well, I think he's trying to get a feel for where that one missed. I mean, it could have gone either way, but he looked a little shocked for a second there.
Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out. 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left. First and second, 2 outs. Here comes Austin Riley. Grounds one to short. Win. Fires across the diamond. Inning over. 2 left for Atlanta, and it remains 5-3. And at the plate for Miami, Mason Wynn. 1 for 3. So you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays. Lifted in the air, right field. Acuna. And there's 1 down. So 2 down, and the batter will be the shortstop, Orlando Arcia. On the ground to the left. Win. In the hole, jump throw, and he'll be safe at first.
Now batting.
That's a play you expect your shortstop to make pretty much every time. Pretty routine. Hard to tell if he didn't get a great grip on it or the mechanics on him just broke down, but that gives this offense an extra out to work with.
Lined, and that's a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep.
Runner on the go. Ball outside. Throw safe. Runner in scoring position. Nobody out. Here at the top of the 9th. High fly ball down the left field line. Profar has a beat on it. He's there. He's got it. Runner tags at second. Puts the tag on him, and it's a double play.
Man, you have to be sure if you're tagging from second base that you're going to move up to third with no problem. And I know he wasn't out by very much, and it took a great throw to get him, but you're already in scoring position, so it's just a foolish decision to try and push it there. These players know they have a long series ahead of them, but they come out, establish, and set the tone in the first game of the series. Very important to get that. Put you in the driver's seat to win game 2, and then push yourself to a series win, if not a sweep.
Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. The show has an NL East matchup. It's the Miami Marlins going up against the Atlanta Braves. Well, Siggy, today we get the pleasure of seeing one of the hottest bats in baseball. His consistency at the plate has been remarkable.
Yeah, Boog, one of the toughest outs in the league right now. Sit back and relax because
this pitch coming your way next. All right, ready to get underway. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Mason Wynn. Fought off foul. Oh, 1 now. The shortstop takes the ball. And that skips in the dirt. Swings through that one for strike 2.
He has a tendency to chase out of the zone, and that slider that's down, that's one of his money pitches to get that swing and miss.
Oh, he gloves it. Mason Wynn, the next up for the Marlins. 0 for 1 so far. Swing and a miss. That's strike 1.
No balls, 1 strike.
And that's in for a strike.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down. And here comes Ozzie Albies to the dish. On the ground, 2 ball. The throw to second. On to first. Out. Double play. Just got it there in time.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
Back to the top of the order now. And now for the Marlins, Mason Wynn. Ripped, but it curls foul. Swing and a miss. There's the changeup.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
And Acuna able to make the grab. Go ahead run on base. Now it's the shortstop, Mason Wynn. 0 for 3 in this one. And a swing and a miss.
Well, there's a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
And look out.
Take your base.
As that one ran in and got him. And welcome back to the ballpark. On to the bottom of the 8th. Here's the center fielder, Michael Harris II. Out to short. Win. Throws across the diamond, and that's one away as the leadoff man is out in the 8th.
Good fade and sinking action of that changeup. Got that hitter to roll over.
And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. The show brings you a matchup of division rivals. It's the Miami Marlins going up against the Atlanta Braves. We get a chance to watch one of the hottest bats in the game. He's been huge for his team, Singy.
Yeah, just impressive contact and seems to find every gap available, Boog. I can't wait to see him in action in this one. Practically unstoppable as of late.
We'll be back to get this one started after this. So just about set now. And today's starter, Reynaldo Lopez. And for some reason, he's not quite as effective here in front of his home crowd, Chris.
Yeah, Boog, and the fans are well aware of that. For him, he's got to just not press and go out there and say, hey, I'm just treating this like any start.
Oh, this one high and deep, way back there. Grabs it right up against the wall. So only one hit in the inning. Back here in Atlanta, and today's starting pitcher, Colby Fowler. What should we keep an eye on here?
Now
well, I'm interested to see how he deals with right-handed hitters in this one. Righties are batting over 300 against him, so they're not being fooled by really anything. He's going to have to find a way to change up his delivery, change up his look, somehow get them off of his primary pitches and even those secondary pitches. So we'll see how he does it in this one.
Cut on and lifted in the air. Tries to make the play, but it's foul.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And it is 2-1.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
And that's in for a strike. 2-2.
Oh, you can throw that big curve on the inside part of the plate. Very difficult pitch for the hitter to get on plane with. You can have a lot of success if you can pitch in that location. If you're going to be a championship type of ball club, you've got to hit with runners in scoring position. And after last night's struggles, I'm sure this team is chomping at the bit to have this kind of opportunity here early in this game.
Harris racing over to make the catch. One run in the inning, but they lead two. We head down. Here's Austin Riley. Saying you can't ask for anything more. This guy checks all the boxes offensively.
He is the ultimate professional, and it doesn't just start at game time. It starts in the afternoon, the way he prepares and gets ready for the ball game. I tell you what,
and that is the inning. One left for Atlanta, and they trail it here 2-1. And now here is Mason Wynn.
Yeah, you got that
And
one,
a rope into center field, base hit. So a man aboard. Jonah Bride digs in now. The 1-1. Runner on the go. Swing and a pop-up. Olsen under it. He makes the grab.
Boy, that was a hanging breaking ball right there. I think he tried to do a little bit too much. Sometimes those eyes can get really big. I think his swing broke down as well, and that's what caused him to pop it up.
This one in the dirt. Movement in the Atlanta bullpen. Dylan Lee getting ready to come in for manager Brian Snitker. Johnson, a right-hander, loosening up as well. Runner takes off. Pitch misses. The throw. Tag. And he's out.
That goes to show you stealing a base is a tough thing to do and far from a sure thing, even with big-time speed. It's not easy to catch him, but that was a great catch and throw. Quick, not rushed, and accurate.
Hit on the ground to short. Win. The throw to first. And a quick out, number one. Here's Marcell Ozuna. Double play ball to second. Here's Wynn for one. And that's two. And we're back. Bottom of the seventh. Here comes Austin Riley. They'll with the shift on. Hits right into it. Zips it across. And they get the leadoff hitter in the seventh. So now it's the four-hole hitter, Mason Wynn. 1 for 3. Swing and a miss. It really feels like we might be running out of time before a rain delay is called. This rain is not letting up.
Yeah, and if we do,
run around the move, pitch way inside. Safe at second, and that was not close. That one
2
almost
balls,
got him.
1 strike.
Fouled off down the right side. Runner at second, 2 down, and we're in the top of the 8th. Smash to the left side. Throw on to Olsen, and that will end the inning.